looking at our discussions, we discussed what we have done so far. I had a revision. So today we can have a test. Yeah, when you do revision, the next issue will be an exam. Not necessarily. Okay. What we're going to do today is move a little bit ahead. We have done ethical issues in information systems in firms. Now, naturally, after that, the next thing you move on to is to understand how do you manage information systems projects. First time that for the first week, we try to get an understanding of how to align information systems and business. We try to look into business models. We try to appreciate models that can help us, frameworks that can help us develop business models or even evaluate our business models. One of them was the Porter's 5 forces model, and there was another one that focused on the resource-based theory. So those were two. If you forget about anything, just remember these two. We also look into a case study from GM. Today we take a little bit step ahead, and we are going to look into the skills that an IT manager needs to be able to communicate at the boardroom, or not just about the boardroom, but be able to manage his department very well. Now, I remember that last week I was explaining that there are different levels of IT managers. There's one who heads the whole unit, and he represents the unit in the boardroom. He's called the CIO, the Chief Information Officer, which is very uncommon in Ghana, or rare. Or he can be called the CTO. There's also one who has the different specialist units in the unit. That's what we call the Information Systems Manager, which we all know as our Information Systems Manager in Ghana. But I also pointed out that an Information System Manager can have specialized role. One role can be a system analyst, the one who interprets business requirements into technology solutions. Some people may call them business solutions manager. We also have a programmer who takes the technical requirements from the system analyst and turn them into, there's a system designer first, who takes the technical requirements into a design, a logical design, like this will be a flowchart, how it will work out. From there, someone will come on as a programmer, understand the logical design, and tell us how to develop it. Then with the last person is the system user, who may not necessarily be in the information systems unit, but he will still help evaluate. He will use the system. Now, in managing this department, the manager at whichever level needs to have some skills in order to be effective. Today, that's what we are talking about. Now, there are 3 skills that a person needs. I'm just jumping a little bit ahead. Our 4 skills that you need: leadership, communication, negotiation and influencing, and relationship management. This you do a little bit in marketing. This one you do a little bit in anything that has to do with human resource. But these are the 2 that I think they are very common. These 2 are very important for the IS manager, and that's the one I'm looking at. I'll look into detail about it. We discussed into detail today. Okay. So what are interpersonal skills? We call all these set of skills the interpersonal skills for IT project management or for the IT project manager. Interpersonal skills can be conceptualized as the people skills needed to interact with individuals associated with an IS project or with an information system project or with a project that has to do with technology in the firm. If you can go beyond IT projects and talk about any project, you still need interpersonal skills, people skills. So, with these skills, a manager can influence top management. That's one of the reasons why I think I wanted to teach that. Can relate to the broad picture. That is one shortcoming of many IS managers. They can't relate to the broad picture. All he knows how to do is installing and then deleting and then checking for viruses. We want him to develop a broad picture. Can develop corporate relationships with large managers, with large numbers of people inside and outside the company. There are some IT managers who cannot associate with, cannot relate in the organization. If you give him a client, you may end up losing the client. So our objective here is to try to understand how these skills, and somehow if we don't need them, we can also develop them to teach our different managers in our firms. Now, irrespective of where your manager graduated from, whether IPMC has all the degrees, there are certain basic skills that he needs. So sometimes in some firms, very large firms,